Well, hey, I am live on both Facebook and YouTube. And hello and good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. It's 4:30 p.m. Eastern out here in Connecticut, and it is right now the Twilight Zone. It's sunset. I can see it's very pretty. There's some pink in the sky. We got a bunch of snow last night and the day before. So the ground is covered, everything's covered with snow, and the sun is going down. It is twilight. And I wanted to come out and say a few words. And, I was contemplating, I just started doing Monday night, they used to be calls, but now they're lives, I guess. I'll see if I stay in the format or whether we go to webinars. And started to come out in the last 2 weeks. If you didn't catch last night's or the weeks before, I highly recommend it. It's on my wall. We also have a Facebook group going. We started a group called the Society of I Am, and you're welcome to the group. We would love to have you. And I wanted to come out and start just doing more sharing. And, a lot of people have a wake-up call or a morning call or an inspiration call or this call or that call. And I just looked out and I saw the time. And I saw the lighting and I thought, what about the Twilight Zone? Now, I can't promise you, hey, Robert, I can't promise you I'm going to come out here every day at this time. I can't promise you I'm going to come out here at all. But what I can tell you is I have a lot to say, and I'm going to be saying it. So today, we had Black Friday and the weekend and Cyber Monday. It's all been a frenzy, and today is Giving Tuesday. Hello, Rancy. And I am watching a lot of people promote Giving Tuesday in different organizations. And as a student of prosperity and a student of a lot of things, of course, I am always endorsing giving in any way you can, whether it's to your church and tithing, whether it's choosing an organization that you believe in, that you want to contribute to. Any of those things, I think it's incredible. But here's a problem that I have. And I've always been like this, always. I'm not somebody who likes to be told what to do. Maybe that's why I've never really lived in a box. I don't like to be told what to do. I don't like to be told how to do it, when to do it, where to do it. I don't like the idea of a boy sending me flowers on Valentine's Day because you're supposed to, because I want him to send me flowers because he feels so moved, or a gift. I don't want to have to buy people gifts on the day that you're supposed to buy it. Now, I can't say I live outside of society, and my kids, of course, have gotten Christmas presents and birthday presents, etc. But I think that when it comes down to giving, and I know that there's different groups out there that prescribe different days, or the days you give, or this and that. And Giving Tuesday is a great marketing mechanism to say, hey, you've been spending all this money, why not give something? And I agree. But, and here's my but. I got two buts, actually. One, here's the question. Is giving money what you really need to be giving? Okay, we all have money in our pocket. Some of us a little, some of us a lot. We all have money in our pocket, and I certainly am all for giving to those that need. But here's my question. What are you giving of yourself? We all go through the motions. We all do the work we're supposed to do. The videos and the this and the that and the content and writing the emails and doing the prospecting and everything that we've been trained and we've been told. But for so many people, it is not working. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of the reasons why not, and inviting you to come to the Society of I Am. It's free, right? Because we have to start thinking differently as we go into this new decade. Last night I did a call and I talked about the season of sharing, and I talked about sharing in circulation. And I think about 1,000 people have seen it, and yet I don't see anybody sharing anything today. I don't see anybody circulating anything today. I don't see anybody passing the word about the things that they see that move them. I don't see anybody sharing the lives and this and that because everybody's afraid. And I see a lot of people that are talking about a lot of stuff and taking cute pictures and all that other stuff, but it's not congruent with what's inside of them. Giving a big tip because somebody told you to give a big tip is not from that soul of yours. Watching somebody that worked their ass off, that did an amazing job and surprising them and making them their day is. Giving on Giving Tuesday because somebody told you to, well, it's doing what you were told to do. Turning around and giving a huge amount to an organization because you see something that turns you on, that's doing something for your soul, it's tremendous. The giving can't come from just your pocket. The words that you use can't come from just something you read. It's not congruent, and it doesn't take on the magical effect that you're looking for. Thank you, Brittany. I'm so glad you did, but Brittany, I'm not surprised because you're Brittany, you know? I mean, you're you and you're amazing. The question becomes, did you share of yourself? Did you come from the heart, from the gut, from a place that most people won't reach down to? Did you share something from the competition because it was just good and you should? And really, is there even any competition? Collaboration is the new competition. That's what they're saying out there, right? These thought processes and this stuff that's going on is just goofy to me. Goofy to me. Because all of us, we have a lot to give. All of us have a lot to say. And if every day I hear people saying, well, what do I say? How do I say it right? When do I say it? How many times am I allowed to say it? It's twilight. I was inspired by the sky. I turned on the button. And I'm saying something that I think needs to be said. Teaching because you were told to teach versus the fact that you want to sow into another person that's coming down the road. It's not teaching. Giving out of your wallet because somebody told you you have to give is not giving. Searching inside for words that will help someone. Remembering what it was like for you, remembering how hard it was, remembering the confusion, remembering the fear, remembering that for some people, they're afraid to just even take a picture of themselves. And reminding someone how awesome they are, that's giving. Taking your very best content and giving it away, moving the free line. We were all taught this years ago, but we were taught it as a marketing ploy. How many are doing it because it would make a difference? How many are doing it because it would make a difference? We're all happy to give a few bucks here and there, but the question is, how many of us really want to get in there and bring someone down the road? The Twilight Zone, the place, you ever go in the shower, you're sitting there and you're like standing in the shower and you're getting all these ideas. You get out of the shower and the noise starts, the things start, the phone starts, this and that, and the ideas seem to vanish. Why does that happen when you're in those states? Why do we have the most crazy things in our dreams? Why at a time like this, right now, in the quiet of my house, as dusk is falling, the lights aren't on yet? I haven't turned them. I have on one light because I'd be in the dark here. If I turn it off, you'll see. Wait a minute. I suppose I could just talk to you in the dark. I've done it before. I've done actually one of my most successful campaign videos was in the dark. So I do that. Oh, I look spooky. I don't know. That might look cool. Turn it on. The lights aren't on. The sun's going down. And we're at that beautiful place that's called twilight, when the sky turns colors and we can't look away. For you, your beautiful place sits in the moment when you step out of, I gotta get, and you're not quite into, I gotta give because I'm supposed to, and you move into that middle zone where it just becomes natural, like a little kid sharing their cookie, like a little kid handing one of their dollies over to someone else, like a little kid giving their favorite truck to their buddy and playing with the truck they don't like as much because of love. I know, and I'm going to wrap up, I'm not going to go long today. There's a lot of people that don't want to hear this. They just want to hear, how do I get money? How do I make money? And I'll do some stuff on that, especially about marketing threads and stuff. I'm talking to people today. They don't understand how a marketing thread works. They don't understand how buying behavior works. And that's important stuff to learn. Love to teach it to you. But it starts in the I am first, and in the place where you decide, I'm doing something for the sake of doing it. You know how I got into the MLM involved in right now? Because I wanted to help a friend. I didn't want to join an MLM. I didn't want to sell what I'm selling. Truth. But I wanted to help a friend, and a friend was also giving me a special opportunity. And then another person showed up and she needed help. And then another guy showed up and he needed some help. The next thing I know, I was doing it. And it works. And the marketing thread works. So it's really cool. I saw that. I recognized that. I wouldn't do something that doesn't work or doesn't make any sense. Obviously, I'm a businesswoman. But if you look at everything I've been uber successful in, it was because I showed up because somebody needed a hand or because something moved me or the message was cool. It was never because of the buck. Because when you enroll in anything to make the buck stops there. Now, I know there's a lot of people who tell you that's not true. And I know Johnny, and he made $4 gazillion and this and that. Well, I know an awful lot of people that made an awful lot of money that had an awful lot of problems. Some of them recovered. They're magnificent people. The strength of them are crazy. Some of them fell hard and never got up. In the twilight zone is where you find your best self. In the twilight zone is where you're giving for the sake of giving. In the twilight zone is where you stop questioning the pay plan and all this other stuff and you just realize that it works. In the twilight zone is where you sign up for my newsletter and you just read. And yeah, some days I'm selling stuff, some days I'm recommending stuff, but a lot of times I'm saying something that could tilt your world. And who am I to say it? I don't know, just a chick that's hung around for 20 years and watched all of this. Just a chick who's done an awful lot, made a lot, and traveled around and broken bread with a lot of people that are out there trying to make this stuff work. Listen, don't listen, work with me, don't work with me. I don't care if you don't work with me. If you got something you love, go do what you love. But what I want you to do is snap out of this insanity. Don't tell me about how much volume your team did last on Black Friday. I don't care. How many people got helped? Who got something new in their life? Who changed because of it? Because I don't care. And I hate to break it to all of you, nobody else does either. Do you care? Or do you just care about what happens for you and somebody reaching out and giving you a hand? Do you care about all that stuff? Or do you care what your paycheck was this week? Do you care about, this product and never? No. Does it work? Is it going to make a change for you? Is it going to get you where you want to go? And the twilight zone is where we stop analyzing all of this stuff and stop going on and on and on and on about how amazing all of this stuff is and just sit and look at a human being and ask them, what do they need? The best networkers, all they're doing is talking to people and finding out if what they have can help them. The best people All they're doing is talking to people, building relationships, and finding out if they can help someone out, love on them. And over the next decade, over the next 10 years, you're not even going to recognize technology. I've been studying a lot. You're not even going to recognize what it's going to look like. You're not even going to recognize what commerce looks like. And the only shot you got is to go back to the core of your humanity. Because you're not going to be able to keep up. Period, plain and simple, especially if you're over 40. Your mind is not going to be able to keep up with what's happening out there. Watch people that are more mature than me, and I'm up there, right? They're bothered. All I hear is everywhere I go, they don't have any cashiers anymore. They have machines. And guess what? Everything's going to be a machine. You're going to be calling up customer service or talking to customers. You're not even going to know if it's a human or a machine. Half of you aren't going to even know if you're a human or a machine. Most of you will not have the capacity to make a living if you don't start thinking differently very, very soon. And I care. I care. I cared in 99 when I started in this thing. I cared in 2005 when I started screaming about what was coming. I care now because you can't even imagine what's coming. And everybody's worried about Facebook taking away likes. It's the least of your problems. Commerce is changing faster than you can imagine. The retail is changing faster than you can imagine. Technology and the way we communicate is changing faster than you can imagine. And most people can't communicate their way out of a paper bag today. Now, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to say to you, you better look inside. Because the answer to what you want is in you. It's in you. And I'm leading the way to get you all talking about it. You may make fun of me. You may come wave the flag with me. I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to be out in the Twilight Zone. So if you guys want to join the Society of I Am, there's a group. Feel free to go find it, look it up, or I'll put a link. It is a thought society, a society where we're discussing ideas and thoughts and prosperity ideas and concepts. And I'm pretty damn excited about it. Go out and share yourself today. Go out and share something that you found valuable and helpful. If I were to show you right now, I have a piece of software that I use to, you've seen it's probably going around, and if anybody needs a link, let me know. But I have a piece of software that's analyzing all the people that I'm friends with on Facebook. And it tells me who's the most active and who's inactive and everything. So I can decide who I want to delete and who I want to keep and all that stuff. And I didn't do the big post about I'm deleting everybody that everybody does. But it was fascinating to see that virtually nobody shares anything. I share stuff all day. Virtually nobody. If out of 4,600 friends in the last 20 days, if 6 or 7 of my things were shared by anybody, it's a lot. Now, maybe my stuff sucks. Possible. Maybe it sucks. That's why nobody's sharing. And you say, Diane, nobody wants to share your shit because it sucks. Maybe, or maybe everybody is not willing to do that because they're thinking in this kind of crazy, goofy way. And maybe nobody's sharing your stuff too. And then the question becomes, is it because it's not good? Is it because it's not in integrity? Is it because your words aren't matching your being? That's possible. Or is it because we're hanging around in an industry where everybody is out for themselves? And here's the question. Where do you stand? Because you don't want to be in the end of being a martyr, right? You can be a martyr and serve everybody else but yourself, but you don't want to be on the end of being selfish. Where's the happy medium? That's for you to decide. But I want you to examine it. I want you to examine it because your behavior and what you're willing to let go of and what you're willing to give away determines what can come to you. And if you don't start to look at that, well, then you're going to be looking at an empty wallet. And that's no fun. That's no fun. All right. I said I wouldn't go long. I went 20 minutes. I love you guys. you think this has any value, pass it around. If you think it's a shrill, shrew, ranting at dusk, that's good. But what I know is I care. All right. I'll see you guys later. If you're not in the newsletter, definitely get on it. DianeHochman.com. Big stuff. See you guys later. Take care.